Well, I don't know exactly how to lead this, but... Bang. Ha! Oop. Oh, I should set up display captures and stuff. Like, this should be... this one, I think. Yeah. So, just a few weeks ago was LAN 2026. Didn't quite get done all the things I want to get done there. Namely the DLC for this, which maybe I'll finish at this one now. Found out at LAN that there was another LAN event going on in a few weeks' time here, and now here we are. So, you know, funny how things go like that sometimes. Lots and lots of cables we've got going on from the ceiling this time. I've got a big setup this time. Check this out. Wah. 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 Double table. Wah. Wah. Hi. Yeah, there were some extra seats, so they were like, yeah, you have a streaming setup and you're bringing like extra consoles and stuff. Just take a double spot. So I've got 2 people's spots here. And then next to me when they're here will be RJ and Ella. And so we'll have like a whole row area here. So, you know, those spots are now reserved for them. I'm going to be going and picking up RJ in a couple hours here, something like that. And Nella has a doctor's appointment and she'll come sometime after that. And it's just going to be me and the kiddos for the weekend here. Me and the cousins. Hello, hello, Hikari. How's it going? Welcome on into a LAN Before Time 2026 here. I believe this is the first year that this event is going public. So, you know, it's new to probably a lot of people that are coming in here as well. And yeah, I'm racking up my whole big record of how many LAN events I go to a year. 3 mega FPS events, Fragapalooza, Extra Life, and now LAN Before Time, so I guess I'm doing 6 LAN events this year, so keeps me busy at least. Alright, just taking a break from Bravely Default HD Remaster on Switch 2, nice, enjoying it I hope. Hopefully that's going well. So because this was kind of last second, because, you know, I only found out this was a thing that existed at LAN like 3 weeks ago, and, and, you know, I didn't really have time to, like, thoroughly plan out what stuff I wanted to do. One of the things that I want to do in general at some point is I want to practice a bunch more fighting games. So at LAN, we did a whole bunch of Guilty Gear Strive. There was a little mini tournament that went on that I helped out with and I participated in. I've gotten a little bit better at the game since then, in the 3-week span since then. And for Fragapalooza this year, because it's Fragapalooza's 30th anniversary, I would love to, you know, do something really, really big that people will really remember. Not just do another set of Smash tournaments. I would love to do a multi-fighting game tournament. And so, I kind of want to get better at fighting games. So, I have a format in mind. I'll probably share that sometime later here. And, you know, gotta, you know, do a whole bunch of organizational stuff to make sure this can work out. Probably can, but we'll see. So I'm kind of starting my fighting game arc here. I played through this game recently, since this was on sale recently, and, you know, late at night one night, ended up doing a playthrough of that, essentially. There's a big fighting game sale going on right now, so I got all 3 of the most recent Mortal Kombat games, plus all their DLC for like 17 bucks. I picked up this, because it was recommended to me on the Steam homepage, and it looked kind of funny. Got these both on sale recently. What else here? I picked up Tekken 8 on PC. I actually played that at LAN last year off of Guzma's copy when he brought that. Play a little bit more Tekken here. And as of today, I believe, there's more fighting games that are on sale. So I might just pick up some more like mid-event, and RJ wants to get into like some fighting games too. So I might not have as much in the way of like one main game that I'm playing start to finish throughout the LAN event like I often would at these. I think this is more so going to be the fighting game kind of LAN event for me, is what's going to be going on here. And that's why I want to start out with Pokkén Tournament. That's one that I've been meaning to do a playthrough of this for a long, long time. Because I do like Pokkén Tournament. And it's like, oh, if I'm starting my fighting game arc here, may as well do it at this LAN event where I'm going to be playing a bunch of other fighting games. Especially while I'm here on my own and like RJ and Ella aren't here yet. And I have to like dick around with something on my own for the next couple hours here. May as well do that. So, yeah, I was really surprised as well, Redora Master. So, yeah, 17 bucks. It's probably still on the sale there. I was really surprised. Yeah, so it alone is 14, but then this of, 99 items in this collection already in your library, 17 bucks. probably 18 after tax, but still, like for less than a $20, I could get all that. So I was like, hell yeah. So I might buy some more fighting games during this. This is going to be the fighting game LAN event. We're not going to have as much in the way of start to finish playthroughs. We'll probably still have 2 start to finish playthroughs at this LAN event, one being Pokkén Tournament and the other being Mario Tennis Fever, because that actually released yesterday. Here, let me show you what's on the agenda this time here. So we're going to do a lot of fighting games kind of by year. And this is what I had in mind for this event here. Also, this is the official schedule of the event itself. Doors open at noon there. You know, everyone's still getting set up here. You can see the local time is 1:26 right now. They have a sweaty pentathlon that's going on throughout the event. These 2 games will be open throughout the weekend, and the other ones are open for a brief time, and it's a mystery what games they're running for this competition. RJ and I are probably going to play in this, probably get a kick out of that. There's a couple scheduled games here. I don't really know much about any of these. I'm probably going to play in the prop hunt because that sounds kind of funny. Probably be pretty good there. Unlike the other LAN events I go to, this one's fully catered, so there's like lunch and dinners and stuff like that, so we don't have to leave, actually. You don't have to worry about getting food or anything like that. It's all here, which I mean is sort of the case with Mega FPS as well, but with Mega FPS, everybody brings something because it's a big potluck and all that. But, you know, I always bring a little bit of food on the side as well in Mega FPS. I didn't bring anything. I brought water. Because there's going to be a bunch of food here and stuff, so, you know, what you going to do there? So yeah, I'll participate in the Sweaty Pentathlon. I'll probably participate in the Gmod. And I'll probably rope some people over here for different things. Like, I've started running events on the side at the Mega FPS events as well, like little mini tournaments. I mean, there's enough space here that we could pull out some chairs and I could set something up. I don't have any plans, but we could totally just impromptu be like, this game is fun. Let's run like a little mini thing over here and just call out, who wants to join in over here? So I might just do that. So there's a chance I might host a mini tournament here, just impromptu, just like, oh, this is fun, let's do it. Sort of what Guilty Gear was there. Capcom's having a sale too, looking at the Monster Hunter Rise bundle, it's also $17. Maybe that's the reason why I saw some other things were on sale there. So I wishlisted a bunch of fighting games that I was looking at, and DLCs and stuff. I want to do a multi-kart racer as well. I might pick up Street Fighter 6. Apparently Terry's a character in this with DLC. As well is the case. I saw that this would be kind of funny. Apparently this game's bad, but it'd also be kind of funny. Persona 4 Arena's on like a pretty big sale, and here, so my camera doesn't block it. And Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is on a pretty big sale. So there's a pretty good chance I might just buy those during this event and play them here, is the case. I don't need to pick these up because now it's in the family library. I can remove this from the wish list. Because RJ already picked them up. So it's already on, like, the Steam family library, so, like, whatever. Yeah, so in terms of, like, the agenda of what I want to do, Mario Tennis Fever is going to be, like, the main start-to-finish playthrough, because that released yesterday. I wasn't sure if I was going to pick it up. I was like, maybe I'll stop picking up, like, anything and everything. But it came out literally yesterday, and that might be a good, fun thing to do. And I'd figure with a LAN event here, can literally just rope people around here and just do like 2v2 tennis or something like that. I was like, okay, I'm picking up Mario Tennis Fever. I've made up my mind. And I would have started with that because it's probably going to be like the most main start to finish playthrough at this event. I don't own it yet. I was really busy yesterday. I meant to go out and go buy it. I did not get the chance to. So I don't actually have a copy of this game right now. But I have to go out in a couple hours and pick up RJ anyway and like all his stuff. I brought his chair here. His chair is here already, but you know, no computer stuff was at the ready, so I'll go pick up him and his computer stuff and all that. And while I'm on the way, I'll just go buy Mario Tennis Fever. This is the first time I've been to a LAN event and my main start to finish playthrough here. I don't even own yet. I mean, I guess my other start to finish playthrough is this, and I own this, so like whatever, that works. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I played through Metal Gear Rising Revengeance start to finish at JanLAN, so I may as well continue that and do the DLC at this LAN event. I wasn't going to do it at home on my own time, but now that there's another LAN event going on, it's like, oh, may as well. So we're definitely going to do some of that, and that'll probably only take like a couple hours. So we'll finish up Metal Gear Rising this time around. So Metal Gear Rising will take place entirely over 2 completely different LAN events. Pokkén Tournament, as I just mentioned, lots of fighting games, as I mentioned. And because I started, like, a couple new things, I started both Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Final Fantasy VII Remake at JanLAN. I feel like I don't have as much leeway for starting new things when I just added more things to my plate now that these are like 2 main ongoing playthroughs. And I usually like to have things I do at LAN events be relatively self-contained, start to finish, so that you don't have to, be caught up on a bazillion different games to know what the heck is going on at like the specific LAN journey. Like you can watch the LAN playlist independently is my idea there. But, what can you do when I just started these? I don't really want to be adding too much new to my schedule. If I had known I was going to another LAN event, I probably would have saved one of these for starting here. But I got up to good stopping points in both of these to do the following sections that are self-contained-ish. So I specifically got to points in each of these games where it's like, yeah, the next parts you can probably view it without needing to like be in on what's going on there. So don't have to worry about being caught up on those playthroughs, probably. I mean, I haven't played them before, but from what I understand of the games, the next parts will be self-contained subplots-ish and probably be A-okay. I might do a little bit of Pokemon Legends ZA along with Gale of Darkness. There's a chance this might not go on, we'll see. Of course, this DLC, I wanted to do it start to finish at Janlan. I failed, it took too long there, and I wanted to like take my time playing other games. Maybe I finish it here. We're going for the next 4 days here. I've got time. So maybe I'll finish that. And you know what? If I do all that and I'm bored and I do want to do something else for the LAN, maybe we'll start Xenosaga Episode 2 because I did Xenosaga Freaks, the little spin-off game that released between 1 and 2 at Janlan. Maybe I'll start 2, especially considering 2 is apparently on the shorter side anyway. I wouldn't do it start to finish here. There's no friggin' way. But, maybe I'd start it and I'd have it ongoing. One of these days I do still want to start this, but the way that I'm justifying it in my mind is like, start a shorter thing at a LAN event, start a shorter thing that's not gonna, dig its way into this craziness too much. And I know that Octopath Traveler 0 is a freaking long game. Apparently it's longer than Octopath 1 or 2. So I kind of want to wait until I have like some real breathing room to start this. This is easier to like wedge in, is kind of my thought process here. So yeah, that's what's going on. Again, this is kind of last second haphazard. See where we're at here. Land Before Time, I made it the little event. Here's like the official description that I just copy pasted and stuff. And yeah, so it's 1:30 right now. Probably around 3:30ish, 3:10ish, something like that. Maybe I'll go head out to go buy this game and pick up RJ and bring him here and stuff. And then, yeah. So that's what's on the agenda. So now you're all caught up on what the heck is going on here. On another note, I 3D printed a dragon for the event here in the Land Before Time colors. I think it turned out kind of alright. This dark green, this orange, and then like this yellowy. Turned out okay here. I figured I'd just give it to like the main organizer as thanks for like the accommodation and like really thoroughly answering my questions and working with me and stuff here. Apparently this is their first time having a streamer at this event. This event, from what I understand, was private last year, and it's their first year being public, so I'm probably going to be the only streamer in here, and it's their first time having a streamer, and, very accommodating with me where it's like, under normal circumstances, you get max 2 power outlets, 1 monitor. They're letting me run double monitors and use more outlets so I can plug in my consoles in addition to like my stream setup. So I'm very thankful for that. So I printed them a dragon as thanks. That this will probably be a prize for like Sweaty Pentathlon or something there. Just have it on my PS5 for now. Dragon can hang out there. So I did that. That was technically my second try at printing a dragon. I have another one here that got a little messed up. These pieces came loose while I was printing and it turned into filament spaghetti. So if I end up hosting something, I'll find a way to give this away or something like that. Is what I'll do. The battle-scarred one. Switch back to this layout. Now my dragon's a little messed up. Ow, I stepped on my headphone cable. You know what, let's start. Why not? Why ever not? Oops. Put that back on my computer where you can hang out and stuff. Hey, camera. Also, I was not expecting to come here and get a double table setup. This is the most space I've ever worked with for a table at a LAN event. So like, I've got space. I'm big chillin'. I brought my normal 2 monitors that I usually bring for LAN events because I was like, okay, space is probably going to be limited. I don't want to bring like my big monitor. When I go out and pick up RJ, I think this monitor, like right in front of me here, I think I'm going to bring it home and I'm going to swap it out for like my big one. Because I have space. And if we end up running something here, it'll be nicer for people that are like gathered around here, group of 4, to all play something together. So, yeah, I'm kind of excited. Yeah, it should be fun. Let's go ahead and switch my input here. So, yeah, that's what's going on here. So now you've got the rundown. I'm not getting video of the game. I see it on OBS here. But hold on. One thing before you see. Oh, because I didn't plug it in. Here we go. Boop. Boop. Hi, camera. Yep. That it's always the first thing you check. Is it plugged in? I just muted my headphones for some reason. All right. So yeah, this is Pokkén Tournament to introduce our whole fighting game thing that we're gonna be doing at this LAN event. So this game originally released for arcades, and then it came to Wii U, and then it came to Switch with this DX version where they added 5 new playable characters that I don't remember all of who they are. Sidewai, Crokunk, Darkrai. Ugh, I don't remember the last 2. Whatever. They did add DLC for this game, which I felt was kind of overpriced. It was $30, and it added 2 new characters and 2 new supports. It added Aegislash and Blastoise. That's like $30, 2 new characters. $15 a character. That's a little pricey. But generally, I kind of like Pokkén Tournament. Like, I've never really played much in the way of fighting games outside of Smash. Like, apart from this, I played a little bit of this, and I do rather like this game. It's one of those games where it's a very different fighting game. I don't know why I said it was one of those games, whatever that means, but it's a very different fighting game. Like, you have platform fighters like Smash, you have 2D fighters, you have 3D fighters. This is a mix of a 3D and a 2D fighter. It switches as the battle goes on. So your controls change, and you need to know 2 different ways to play. So here it's a 3D fighter, and the moment someone does enough damage or gets a strong hit, it switches to a 2D fighter. And now all of a sudden you're playing a 2D fighting game. And then similar thing, once someone does enough damage or gets a big enough hit, it switches back to the 3D phase, the field phase. There's dual phase and there's field phase, which are like the 2D and the 3D respectively. So it's really quite unique in that sense. And it was something that I was able to get into a little bit better because it doesn't have like super complicated command inputs or anything like that. It doesn't have any command inputs. It's kind of like Smash where different direction you hold and different button you hit does different things, but there's no command inputs per se. There is multiple buttons that you have to press at once for different actions, which is fine, fair enough. And if I do a multi-fighting game at Frag, this is one of the games I'd want to run, and I totally want to run it on the main stage, because I think it's cool. I think it's a fun game. And interestingly enough, this is actually one of the games that I used to stream from time to time, back in like 2018, when did this come out on the Switch? Was it 2017? It probably was. I was just thinking, did I stream the Wii U version or the Switch version? Because I have both. But, like, I used to play primarily Smash Bros. And Dead by Daylight in my early streaming days. But I played a little bit of Pokkén Tournament from time to time, and I used to do viewer games. I don't think I ever archived that, though. I think that's just, like, lost media by now. I think it's just, like, lost footage. So, there is an actual narrative and plot in this game, so, like, we'll show that and stuff. It's been the battle trainer I've been hearing all about. Hey, nice to meet you. Yeah. I'm one of those battle trainers here in Ferrum. Oh, it's voice acted. I just didn't turn up my volume enough to be able to hear it. Okay, let me just turn it up in OBS here a little bit, is what I'll do. I couldn't hear anything because that's what happens in, LAN events and stuff. Apparently Weavile's like the most broken character in this game, from what I hear. Here, I'll adjust this a little bit more here. This is what I'll do. That looks okay, I think. I feel so welcomed. So welcomed indeed. Pull up dashboard of alerts in case I need that. What? Her tone sounds rather robotic. I haven't played this in many, many years, especially like the campaign part, so like, I'm not gonna remember. I'm probably not even gonna remember how to play this game. Like, I'm gonna suck. Would have been nice to like grind this game out a little bit and remember what the heck some combos are before going at this. you're not exactly going to be seeing very skilled play, I don't think.
Just try to have some fun out there.
So, you know, keep
Right
that in
then,
mind.
Let's get you registered.
I'm so used to looking that way. I might move the camera that way later. I just kind of like
Partner Pokemon
showing
later.
what's going on
For
around here and
now,
stuff.
Choose whichever one feels right for you.
The ones that I'm most familiar with here are Lucario, Darkrai, and Aegislash. Aegislash is the weakest of all of them. Lucario is like my standard character. Darkrai is my weird guy. I'm a dude on like my main profile. Spoilers, because I already have like a file from back when. So should I change it up just for the sake of showing what the other one looks like? Just because like my main file is already a dude? Sure, why not? Why not? I don't know. I don't know. Sure. Do I want to take time to like grind out learning someone new though? I can always just do that in training too. I can see what I can remember. It'll be easier if you stick with one throughout because they level up and stuff and you get more stuff off of that, but you know, the campaign of this is pretty easy, so maybe swapping across multiple characters would be my way to to challenge myself a little bit more with it. Yeah, so who were the new DX characters? It's Decidueye, Croagunk, Darkrai, Scizor, and Empoleon. That's what it was. Those were the 5 new ones that they added with the Switch version. And then there was the $30 DLC of Blastoise and Aegislash, but like, meh. Here, just start out basic. Lucario is honestly the most basic and honest character in this game that has to deal with every other character's bullshit and gimmicks. In my opinion. That's kind of how it is in this game. There was a time I played a teeny bit of Pikachu. But not much.
So I'll just give you the short and sweet version.
It was mostly Lucario, kind of secondary Darkrai, and then third most Aegislash. Aegislash if you want to spam projectiles against people that don't know how to play the game. I'd really stomp on them with shield form. That's kind of how it went.
Don't worry. Whenever we head to a new area,
So, yeah. Also, I was listening back to some of the Janland stuff and noticing that, like, I sounded pretty alright. Outside of the Kirby Air Riders tournament, of course, with all the audio issues that came up there. But when other people were around me and just, like, speaking or, you know, talking in, like, kind of casual tones, my mic wasn't always picking them up. So, you know, it would do, like, this hiccupy. You get part of this word, nothing. Part of this word, nothing. These 2 words, nothing. Like, it would just be hiccupy and weird like that. So I did take time, like, the last several days to tinker around with my audio settings. So I'm doing a very different setup for audio this time around than I have at any other LAN event, because I want to solve the mystery here of how to get, like, good LAN audio. Getting good audio at home is easy. Getting good LAN audio with lots of other people around me that could be gaming with me, that's hard. So, hopefully, I crack the code this time. We'll see. This is a bit of a different experiment. Because if I can have the code cracked, especially before Fragapalooza this year, it's fantastic, you know? So yeah, that's what's going on. I have my mic here. Hopefully I don't move it slightly and then it has like the audio quality of a falling pipe sound effect constantly, like happened during the Kirby Air Riders tournament. If my mic breaks, please let me know, because I don't have audio feedback of my speaking. I don't know what you're hearing in terms of my voice. I might start pulling up and listening to my stream from time to time, just as like emergency backup, now that Janland kind of spooked me about that. But, you know, let me know if something like that happens. Oh yeah, I got my little Land Before Time badge here. It's marked as like all days. This is a LAN event that you can come to for just singular days as well, for 1 or 2 days, which is different there. No, I know how to, I think I do. I think I know how to play. I don't remember. Information, downloadable content installed. Yeah, Pokkén Tournament DX Battle Pack Wave 1, new Battle Pokemon Aegislash Technical. Yeah, so the one standard character I play and then the 2 technical weirdos. Skill Technician that switches seamlessly between defense and offense. Yep, the good old King Shield and you being able to switch between shield form and sword form and buff yourself up all the time. It's pretty strong in my opinion. Yeah, Pokkén Tournament DX Battle Pack Wave 1, new support set, Mega Rayquaza and Mimikyu. With Mega Rayquaza doing Dragon Ascent, consumes a synergy gauge to launch an instantaneous range attack, can only be called once per round, and Mimikyu that does Play Rough with charging time of average, launches an attack against nearby opponents, block attack to power up, and give some negative statuses. DX Battle Pack Wave, oh, there's like costumes and title cards, stuff like that. I just remembered that there was 2 new characters, 2 new supports. That's what I remember. New avatar items. None of them are really calling my name. Pokkén Tournament DX Battle Pack Wave 2, new battle Pokemon Blastoise, an impenetrable fortress bombarding its enemies from afar. Yeah, I never played much of any Blastoise, so I don't know how the heck he plays. I'll sometimes use this support set. When I play Dark, I don't, like, usually if I'm playing Lucario, I'll use the support set of Yveltal and Latios. If I'm playing Darkrai, I either do the Cubone Diglett support or I do this support, because there's ways that both of those supports work extremely well with the way that Darkrai plays. Oh, and Darkrai is probably a fitting one for me to do, considering the years of, you know, this. You know. Yeah, I can leave that off here. Or maybe I'll have it on when I'm doing, like, Darkrai stuff. I don't know. It could be kind of fitting. I don't know here. Yeah. Celebi especially, I feel like, can be really, really helpful for Darkrai. But yeah, Mew gives you buffs, randomly increase attack, grants all critical hits, slightly increase synergy gauge, gives you a random buff. Celebi does time travel, charging time is slow. An unblockable area attack forces a phase shift on hit, cannot deal damage. So the whole phase shifting is when you switch between it being a 3D fighter and a 2D fighter. If it switches to like 2D, for example, and you don't want it to be 2D, you want to go back to 3D, you just pop Celebi, and Celebi's like, nope, screw you, we're going back to 3D. We're in 3D, you want to go to 2D, not deal with like your opponent's BS on the field. Like if you're going up against a character like Darkrai with a lot of traps, or a character like Braixen with a lot of projectiles, you can just say, screw you, I'm switching it right now. Playing on my terms here. DX Battle Pack Wave 2, oh, there's guitars there, that's kind of fun. I don't know, still not super calling my name, but like, no. Pokkén Tournament DX Battle Pack bonus, Ray of Light, Official Advisor, and new avatar items. You also view details for the Pokkén Tournament DX Battle Pack from the system menu.
Get a look at it like this. The theorem.
So what things do you have by, I don't care, whatever, yeah. Out of curiosity, what things do you start with in this anyway? Oh, I start out with a little bit of stuff. I don't know. Long hair. Sure, that, I guess. Boop. There, I'm gonna go broke. Oh, there's no freaking mustaches. Would have been pretty sweet, man. I don't know. Hold on. What things do you start out with? Oh, I think I ran that on my dude for a long time, because it's a cool looking one. Oh, I can't afford shit. Lame. Whatever, man. Whatever. Anyway, this is the equivalent of the story mode kind of thing, and it might get really grindy. There's a chance I might not do this start to finish at this event, just because it's going to be grindy and annoying. It's kind of the thing. But maybe that's how I'm going to remember how to play this game. I gotta learn how to play fighting games here, and I gotta remember how to play this game again before Fragapalooza this year, in case I run my multi-fighting game event. So I gotta be able to play the video games, you know. This is what I gotta do. Also, I gotta check something really quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna take off this one filter that I was experimenting with on desktop audio. I don't know if that makes it sound any different, but you know, I'm trying new things with like audio stuff. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, so essentially you want to beat the story in this game, you gotta like super grind against CPUs that basically just stand there and eat your hits. But it'll be a good way for me to remember how to play this game, because I don't remember exactly. And I might just go into the training mode and look at the combos there, because I don't know that I'd muscle memory the combos for my characters or not. I don't even remember any Aegis/Slash combos. I probably know some Lucario and Darkrai combos. But I don't know, man. Oh yeah, this looks familiar. Do some bingo shenanigans. This is what we do. Yeah.
find yourself struggling to complete a mission,
I don't remember the keys.
a bonus key to unlock
I don't really remember engaging much with this. I think I'm
able to complete
pretty much just
missions as you make your way
got what I
through
ended up getting along the way, pretty much.
if you're interested.
Is what ended up happening.
First things first, let's take on the Green League.
Heck yeah.
You're not pulling any
Yeah, they have
punches.
stuff set up with the projector over there, just looking over.
The next league.
Alright, yeah,
Join
sure.
us, The Beginners League. This
Yep,
is where
let's do
everyone
it.
finds their footing. Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna remember how to play this game. Just you wait.
Don't sweat it. Just work your way through the league
Just
matches
you wait.
and
I'ma
make
do
your way
it.
to the top.
So, this fighting game, in addition to like the whole 2D3 thing, it has a rock, paper, scissors situation going on, where, like a lot of fighting games, there's grabs, but there's also counter attacks that are universal to every character. So, counter attacks beat attacks, grabs beat counter attacks, and freaking attacks beat grabs. Is essentially how it works. This is what we've got going on there. And it's a little bit weird in the sense that, like, you have these top buttons, these three right here, to be doing your attacks. B is to jump, R1 is shield, L is your support button when it's charged up. You want to counterattack, you hit X and A at the same time. You want to grab, you hit Y and B at the same time. Which, you know, it's not like doing a command input kind of thing with the stick, but it's still multiple buttons at once. But at least it's easy because you can just literally rest your thumb across them like that. Like, it works out perfectly. So grab, counterattack. So that's one that I kind of liked about this game, is that it felt kind of natural doing these things.
I'll try to give you
Yeah.
some good advice.
That's oh my god, I gotta turn down my own volume now. I really pumped it up. I like how the random trainers have their own stats and stuff there. Make them feel like real dudes, but especially in the Green League here, I'm pretty sure they're just literally gonna like stay still and just eat my hits. This is what's gonna be going on.
Pokemon do you want to tag?
Alright, I don't remember how to play this game. I'm not gonna remember any combos. Maybe I'll remember some if I'm lucky.
Burst attacks are super powerful.
But yeah,
but
these
you
are
can
counter
only
attacks.
use them once per burst.
Oop, why not?
Cause a phase shift with your attack.
Let's see here. Nope, that's not a thing. I don't know. I don't know. What combo am I thinking of for the thing? What am I? Oh, okay. No, you're getting to that. Hold on. I remember there was a thing for like this.
Critical hit. That counterattack
I don't know.
is super effective against
Force palm?
attacks.
I don't know. I remember what some of my moves are. I don't remember what my combos are. like I might have to Google them. So I might just have to do.
Can I expect some more?
It is possible. One of my favorite field phase moves with Lucario was always back and Y. It counts as a counter attack, so if you're getting hit during it, like, they'll just say screw you, essentially. Let's see here. Can I do a thing where I, like... I remember that one. This one is good for getting you over to dual phase here, but it does, like, no damage. I swear there's, like, a way to combo out of that. I just don't remember what. But yeah, this is like my favorite field phase move. It has a bit more reach than you'd expect, and it's a counter attack, so if you're hit, you just don't care. So that was like one of my favorite go-to moves of Lucario. Yeah, I don't remember how to play you, though. This is the thing. I don't know what the heck my combos are. Like, maybe I really should go into the training mode.
You earned a new
Yes,
title.
please. Give
I
me
wonder
some
what
stuff.
sorts of strategies they have up
Here, I'll do these 5 battles with Lucario, then maybe I'll switch to Darkrai.
with it. Alright,
That's what I'm thinking.
let's have some fun.
I think Darkrai's probably gonna be more fun to watch. He's much more technical. Like, extremely so. So, like, much harder to learn, but, you know. You know. It's whatever, I'll figure it out. If I play Pokkén Tournament with RJ later, maybe I'd start out with, like, Lucario here for, like, easy mode, and then when I really want to try, I might switch to Darkrai. So I might just do. Yeah, this was always all my, whoops, not that one. This, good one to switch to dual phase. It does, like, no damage in field phase, but, like, I mean, I guess that works, but it's not. I swear there was, like, a big thing that I used to do. That's what I could have sworn.
Alright, let's call in some support.
Latios is a good one for being like, wall. Okay, you got on my wall. maybe, like, you can kind of experiment as you go, and maybe this will be a good way for figuring things out, is literally just, you know, going at it and seeing what kind of combos work, because that's what the CPUs this kind of are, is they're just kind of combo food. You know, the campaign's designed so that anyone can beat it, really. It's kind of the case. There's a crazy synergy burst combo that I think is one of the ones that the game just tells you in training mode, in dual phase. Well, I don't remember what exactly it is. I think it was something like... Nope. I guess that works. I was trying to do like a back and X thing. Hold on. And then I think it goes into synergy, something like that. I don't remember. I've not played this game in freaking forever, man. But there's like cool things that you can do. Just believe you me. Believe you me, man. Well, achievement unlocked. Wow, I earned a whole bunch of Poké Gold. I'm a rich battle trader. Hell yeah. Let's go after Kiri now. This is what we'll do. It's feeling a bit cool in here, I guess, from like doors being open and stuff like that. It's actually really warm outside. It's 7 degrees outside. Holy crap. It's warm enough that my apple trees I would gladly put outside and let them get some sun if I was at home. But I'm not. I'm away for the weekend, so I gave all my plants in my garden quite a thorough soaking and set up the timers on their lights properly, and should be good through the weekend. Check in with them again on Monday. I know that there's lots of time at this LAN event, but, you know, only so much time in a manner of speaking. Yeah, I guess that kind of works, but it's not what I was thinking of. So realistically, I should probably not be, like, dicking around too much with these CPUs, when they're all kind of the same. Boop, boop, boop. Wow. I'm thinking this one, not back in A. Back in A is force bomb. Yoink. Do a grab. Boop. May as well there. But yeah, just train off of them a little bit, but not like linger around, because if I linger around with all of them, this is gonna take friggin' forever. And I don't want it to take friggin' forever, you know. Just remember my moves. Oh yeah, that's the forward one. Yeah. Look, it reaches a little bit farther than you'd expect. Like, it's not super far reaching, but it reaches you sooner than you would expect. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't remember. One way or another, that's a combo that works, though. You know? Like, you land that and then you go. Oh, I messed it up. But, whoops. Yoink. Just do that. May as well. Sure. Show this. May as well. So every character has a super move. I was going to say something, and now I forgot. I've completely forgotten. I don't know what I was going to say. Something relevant to this game, but now I have forgot. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Yeah, so in terms of the combos you can do in this game, and what with enough damage or a big hit switching phases, the way this game is designed is if you truly learn a character and really have at it with the combos, it's the kind of game where you get one hit in dual phase or field phase, you are going to be comboing them until it switches phase. Like, because of the, what did I just get? Because of the whole phase switching, it prevents there from being, like, actual 0 to death combos. Like, that's not a thing in this game. But you truly know how to play a character. You get one hit and know how to, like, follow up off of it. Like, depending on the kind of hit. Like, I'm sure that there's some, like, hits that probably have no combo potential. But, you know, a lot of things, you really learn what you can make out of it. You get one hit and you're going to be doing damage until the game switches phase. And you kind of learn the combos to do to extend it, not drop it, until you do that phase switch. And when you know it's going to be last hit before it switches phase, may as well do, like, your big hit right then. You know, that's kind of the way that you play this fighting game. And you can do stuff like that if you hit shield while doing a counter. I don't know if that's the combo, but the timing on that is a little bit funky. Like, I did it once the one time. You can combo people off the wall, like other fighting games. There's stuff that you can do. Yoink. Yeah, a little bit of muscle memory's coming back. And I really like to do that as a wake-up option, too. What I like to do. Like, that circle is just so dang versatile. I swear I inputted left first, but whatever. Whatever, that's fine. Wow. I never was very good at doing, like, much in the way of aerial stuff in this game, though. Like, maybe I change that now. Do something like that, I don't know. Oop. Maybe I can do something like... Oh, nope, whatever. Just do this. Screw it. I could have done one basic hit. I didn't really need to do this. Oh, we don't even get the super. The moves leading up to it, the beginning startup of it is what killed. Interesting. Yeah, I think I've got one more battle here, and then I'll switch to Darkrai. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. That's kind of the more fitting Dudo for me to play, after all. 4 battle win streak, heck yeah. Yeah, one more to do then. Is the case. There's the main organizer, James. So.
Think you can take him?
Yeah, so it is 2 o'clock. It's so we have one station set up there. Okay, so I'm going to do a half-assed attempt at announcing this because the internet is not here. But, so that is Pentathlon event number 2. And it is called Core Trial. What it is it's a webcam-based wiggling simulator, I guess you could call it.
Wiggling simulator?
We'll pick the target on your chest, you gotta move around and voice it, and it'll give you a score and whatnot, and you're gonna take that and chop it in tally. But yeah, so that station is now open. The sim racing team are hard at work trying to get this one started up, but once we have that started up, we'll let you guys know what that's all about.
Adjust the volume there a little bit.
But yeah, thank you all for coming. There's snacks and drinks along the well back there. So
Hell yeah. I love snacks and drinks. Look, there's cool stuff you can do. Yoink. Sometimes I like to do stuff like that. Make you think I'm doing a counter attack, when in reality I'm doing a grab a moment later. So, you know, like CPUs aren't really gonna particularly care. I mean, these CPUs are just kind of eating hits, but you know, against actual humans, that's one of the things that I kind of like to do is surprise, especially while you're getting up, make you think that I'm not as much of a crackhead to go for what I'm about to go for. Keep doing it like a psycho. Realistically, what you would do if you were Weavile in that situation is just grab. Is what you would do. But the CPUs aren't too smart here. Like, that's a good way to catch them, even if it doesn't do a massive ton of damage. Can I get away with something like this? Nope. Would have been cool. Okay. Nope. Was it back in X or what was it? What is back in X? There is no back in X. Forward X? Down X? Maybe it's down X or something like that I'm thinking of. I don't know. My memory is telling me I did something with the X button, where it's like shoot them up into the air or a sphere. Do something that just chips them a little bit more in the air and then synergy burst. Is what my memory tells me. But like, I don't remember. Because it has been too long. You know, way too long. 5 battle win streak. Alright, I'm switching to Darkrai. Probably should have skipped out for so long. What, with battles? League match results. Wow, rank 20. So, there's more to do still. Even within the Green League. It's kind of the case. Gonna see the top of my head there. It's kind of why I had it up on my Switch case there before, but clearly it's not as stable like that. Hey, maybe it's better you see the top of my head than like the top of RJ's head. I get these LAN events, you know. I just have it up on a little tripod phone mounty kind of thing. You know. Here, let's play Darkrai. That's what I think we're gonna do. I'm probably gonna be even worse at Darkrai. Like, let's see here. Pokemon settings. Partner Pokemon. Like, Lucario is definitely the most standard, basic character in this game. The most gimmickless, sauceless. A lot of other characters have some pretty crazy shit. But they probably designed Lucario that way on purpose, so that he's like good character for people to get into this game and learn it and stuff. Let's do this support. How about? I think I'm gonna do. And yeah, with all the snacks and stuff and how much of a grind this is, maybe I should go grab something and then just like snack away here or something or other. Maybe what I should do. Yeah, Darkrai's probably the more fun of the two to play, but he's such a freaking weirdo in this game. Is the thing. Cubone's better. So, let me show you generally how Darkrai works. Darkrai can set up a bunch of traps along the field, and he can activate them with a certain button. And, you know, just for example, let's do this. Normal dual phase, he's very not good, and he's kind of wimpy in dual phase. I mean, like, he can do stuff if he needs to. Like, he can do a couple little hits like that, but it's, you know, he can still put down some traps and stuff, activate them, do some different stuff. I'll put these cracks around. You can do that in field phase 2. You put down some cracks, different things, activate them. But, you know, Darkrai is really, really wimpy in dual phase. Like, that's one of the reasons why Celebi can be good with him in dual phase, because he doesn't really like being in standard dual phase particularly much. He's very, very weak and underpowered in regular dual phase. What Darkrai's main gimmick is there's a very particular move that he wants to land. Darkrai is the Nightmare Pokemon. And so, if you land nothing here, it's easier if you're in a trap. Get caught in a trap, Dark Void. It does no damage. But now it's Nightmare phase. Traps activate instantly. So now you can do shit like this. And then you get pulled out of the Nightmare in field phase here. So that's one of the reasons why Celebi can be kind of good, is that, you know, you go on to dual phase and you're not in Nightmare. You can just swap right out. Easy peasy. Nope. Not there. That's the main combo that I know with Darkrai in Nightmare phase. But he has some crazy things that he can do. And he just kind of keeps you going. But yeah, in this phase, he's all about setting up traps. And then, like, good luck reaching him. He also builds up these orbs here that charge up for either Nasty Plot or some big explosion thing that I forget what it's called. Whatever move it is. Dark Pulse, probably. Probably Dark Pulse. Is probably the case. So yeah, he's Darkrai could actually be a good one if I end up playing against RJ later to start out with, where it's like, you know, I start playing just the game, but not necessarily Darkrai. Like, play as Darkrai, but not play the game as a Darkrai player. Just play the game like I would like a different character. Like, play standard, you know, get in his face. Then the moment I actually start trying, then I start trying to land Dark Voids, you know. What I could do. See what he thinks about that. Could be kind of funny, you know. But yeah, one of the best ones to catch them in my opinion, is this. Yeah, if you manage to actually get that. You can do stuff like this. And then you just kind of have at it. That's how Darkrai plays. So yeah, he's a bit of a weirdo. You can put down traps in all sorts of places. Like that. Oh, come on. So yeah, Dark Void itself does no damage. But lets you get up to the other shenanigans. This is what it does. Reason why I like Cubone is if you're really trying to get your opponent in Nightmare phase, Cubone can pull them into you. Just kind of have at it. Let's see if I remember my other things. Yeah, I could have comboed off of that, but... Is it down A? No, that's Dream Eater. Hold on. I could have sworn. Oh, it's side A, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. Get up to shenanigans like that. Yep. So you kind of have at it with stuff like that. I'll see if I can show his ultimate thing for funsies here. May as well. Ah, never mind. Never mind. So that's what goes on with him. Is kind of the case. That's what happens with him. So yeah, he's different. Yeah. Kind of why I like on Darkrai. That's the case. So yeah, he's unique for sure. And these are the only two characters that I somehow know how to play. And even then, not really much, per se. Not particularly much by any means, but like, hey, at least I understand how this game works. Maybe not the intimacies of the specific characters or anything like that. I know the general game plan of these characters. But I mean, I fat-fingered the A button there. I didn't mean to do the whatever. He does have combos to go into Nightmare Phase, though it is worth noting. Well. Which one was it? Yeah, it's that one to like pull them in. I don't know. So I can pull them into different things, including your whole Dark Void, which is handy. But yeah, general rule is you land that, no damage, but Nightmare Phase. And you do stuff like that. Darkrai can get cool in Nightmare Phase. Nightmare Shift or whatever it's called. He gets up to some shenanigans. It's definitely the case. Let me tell ya. Let's see, I wonder here. I turned around. Well. Wasn't quite a true combo, but, you know, what you gonna do? Yeah, I gotta learn to do, like, different Nightmare Phase combos than just, you know, this. Yeah, like I said, there's combos that are basically infinite until you do, like, shift things. How do I use these again? Was it down an A? No, I already asked that before. That was Dream Eater. Because there's a way that you can use your orbs to buff yourself with Nasty Block, is the thing. I just don't remember what it is. I guess it's just holding buttons after a move there. I don't remember exactly what that is. Boop. As well. Because yeah, you can use them to buff yourself, or you can send out like a large Dark Pulse when you have orbs built up. Basically, anytime you lay a trap, you get an orb and you can get up to 4. This is essentially how it goes with him. That is how it be. I got another panel, heck yeah. Bonus acquired. On a new journey. Yeah, that's me. On a new journey here. Up against James. Name of the organizer here. Craziness, man. Yeah, I assume as the day goes on here, more and more people will be filling in here. Things are pretty sparse right now. People are still getting set up and just hanging out and stuff. That's kind of how it's going. But yeah, you do shenanigans like that. It's kind of what you do. Whoops. Whatever. Whoops. I have completely forgotten what buttons are, apparently. And, like, the easiest, like, catch them right out of a combo is that if they're not up against the wall. It's a CPU, just Dream Eater anyway. They'll just take it. It's kind of the thing. Not close enough for that. Boop. Little homing attack there. Okay, well, I never really used Diglett. I just kind of like using Cubone, quite frankly. You're big. I can probably get away with some shenanigans like... Oh, crap, man. Hold on. There's a thing that I think you can do. Not like that. Whatever, just... Here, do this. Yoink. There's some cool things that you can do on both field phase and dual phase. I'm just not very good at them, is the thing. So let's say you're like here. Oh, whatever, man. Just wait, I'm gonna get something cool on RJ. Here, let's see if the CPU actually attacks. Hold on. I'm trying to remember how I do. Okay, I was just holding the counter buttons after I did an attack there. That was Darkrai's unique counter. Yeah, some characters have unique counters, some characters have unique grabs. He has a unique counter with whatever that is, and has a unique grab with Dream Eater that he only has when he's in Nightmare phase, where it's like super damaging grab. That's what Dream Eater is. It can be kind of hard to land against a real person, but you know, you get it. It's freaking big damage. This is what it is. Oh, hi, Mark. Here, keep on doing to this. Don't think that there's really any use that I'm gonna be getting out of Celebi against these kinds of computers. Against humans, I get use, or like actual smart CPUs, but not here. Not here. I wouldn't get it. I wonder. Oh, it's on the other side of the wall. You can catch them in the trap, and then get up to some shenanigans. This is kind of the thing. I wonder. Can I do something like... Nope. Would it be down and... No. Forward and A here. Nope. How do I do the Dark Pulse here? Up and... No, that's up and A. Just A as is. Oh, it's A as is there. I gotcha. I gotcha. Whereas it's side and A here. So, yeah. Yeah, I gotcha. I'm gonna figure this out. I think if there's any character I would rather commit to before potentially being up to any frag shenanigans, it would be Darkrai here. What? So I prefer, whatever, just do this. So I may as well do. Could I get up to some shenanigans like, I don't know. I don't know. Some shenanigans. Some different shenanigans here. That's what we shall do. 2:19 right now. RJ really wanted to come here earlier. Apparently what he has in school for the second half of the day is just like watching a hockey game. So he kind of wanted to skip that and come here earlier. But not able to there. Achievement unlocked, overall battle count 10. I'm a rookie. Yep, that's me. That's me here. Oh my god, it's gonna be such a pain. Yeah, I'm tempted to go grab some snackums. I had 2 leftover slices of pizza today. That's all I've eaten. Oh. Oh, so I can do like the big kind of stretch here now, essentially. Oh, that's fine. You'll be disqualified if you lose even once. Single elimination.